When people think about the United States, they often imagine advanced technology, strong economic power, and modern cities. However, behind this image, the United States is also facing serious environmental challenges that affect not only the country itself, but the entire world. As one of the largest economies and one of the biggest energy consumers on the planet, the environmental decisions made in the U.S. have a global impact. One of the most urgent environmental issues in the United States is climate change. Over the past few decades, the country has experienced more frequent and more extreme weather events. Wildfires in California have become larger and more destructive, burning millions of acres of land each year. Hurricanes hitting the southern and eastern states are becoming stronger, causing massive damage to homes, infrastructure, and human lives. Heat waves are lasting longer and becoming more dangerous, especially in cities where concrete and buildings trap heat. These events are no longer rare or unexpected, they are becoming the new normal. Air pollution is another serious problem, particularly in large urban areas. Millions of Americans live in cities where air quality regularly reaches unhealthy levels. Pollution from vehicles, power plants, and industrial factories releases harmful chemicals into the air. Breathing polluted air can lead to serious health problems such as asthma, heart disease, and lung cancer. Children, the elderly, and low-income communities are often the most affected. Environmental inequality is a growing concern, as many polluting industries are located near communities that have fewer resources to protect themselves. Water pollution is also a major environmental issue in the United States. Although the country has advanced water treatment systems, many rivers, lakes, and underground water sources are still contaminated. Industrial waste, agricultural chemicals, and plastic pollution often end up in water systems. In some areas, people cannot safely drink tap water due to lead contamination or chemical runoff. Clean water, which should be a basic human right, is still not guaranteed for everyone. Plastic waste has become one of the most visible environmental problems in the U.S. Single-use plastics such as bottles, bags, and packaging are used every day and thrown away after only a few minutes of use. Much of this plastic ends up in landfills, rivers, and oceans. Wildlife often mistakes plastic for food, leading to injury or death. Microplastics have even been found in drinking water and food, raising concerns about long-term effects on human health. The United States is also facing the problem of deforestation and habitat destruction. As cities expand and land is developed for agriculture, roads, and housing, natural habitats are disappearing. This threatens countless plant and animal species. Biodiversity loss weakens ecosystems and reduces their ability to recover from environmental damage. When ecosystems collapse, humans suffer the consequences through food shortages, natural disasters, and economic instability. Energy production plays a central role in environmental damage in the U.S. For many years. The country relied heavily on fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas. Burning these fuels releases large amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, contributing to global warming. Although renewable energy is growing, fossil fuels still supply a large portion of the nation's energy. Transitioning to cleaner energy sources remains one of the biggest challenges and opportunities for the future. Despite these challenges, there is also progress and hope. In recent years, renewable energy such as solar, wind, and hydroelectric power has expanded rapidly. Many states are investing in clean energy infrastructure and setting ambitious goals to reduce carbon emissions. Electric vehicles are becoming more common, and public awareness about environmental protection is increasing. Technology and innovation are helping to create more efficient and sustainable solutions. Young people in the United States are playing a powerful role in environmental activism. Students and youth-led organizations are raising awareness, organizing protests, and demanding stronger environmental policies. Social media has given them a platform to share information and mobilize support. This new generation understands that environmental protection is not optional, it is essential for survival. Government policies have a significant influence on environmental outcomes. Environmental laws and regulations can reduce pollution, protect wildlife, and promote sustainable development. However, political disagreements often slow down progress. Environmental protection is sometimes treated as a political issue rather than a shared responsibility. Long-term environmental solutions require cooperation across political parties, industries, and communities. Businesses also have a responsibility to protect the environment. Many companies are beginning to adopt sustainable practices, such as reducing waste, using recycled materials, and lowering carbon emissions. However, true change requires more than marketing promises. Companies must be transparent and committed to long-term environmental responsibility, even when it is not the cheapest option. Individuals also play an important role. Small actions, when combined, can create meaningful change. Reducing energy consumption, recycling, using public transportation, and supporting eco-friendly products all make a difference. Environmental awareness begins with education and personal responsibility. When people understand how their daily choices affect the planet, they are more likely to act responsibly. The environmental future of the United States is closely connected to the future of the world. Climate change does not recognize borders, and pollution in one country affects the entire planet. As a global leader, the United States has both the power and the responsibility to lead environmental change. By investing in sustainable solutions, protecting natural resources, and prioritizing environmental justice, the country can move toward a healthier and more sustainable future. In conclusion, the environmental situation in the United States is complex and challenging, but it is not hopeless. The problems are serious, but so is the potential for change. The decisions made today, by governments, businesses, and individuals, will shape the world for future generations. Protecting the environment is not just about nature, it is about protecting human life, health, and dignity. The future depends on action, and that action must begin now.